How's it going, my friends? Due to popular request, a lot of people have been asking about a breakdown of my camera rig. Let's build it. Let's break it down and build it up again. Let's begin. This is where the fun begins.
This is where the fun begins.
Star Wars reference. Sorry, not sorry. Anywho. Any mirrorless camera body will work. I have the Canon R7 on here. I really like it. I've had it for quite some time now. And I have the Gorilla Cage on this. And it's pretty heavy duty. It's carbon fiber, and I really like it. We're gonna start off with attaching the top mount. Now this isn't from Small Rig. I'm not sponsored by Small Rig, but this was from Amazon, and I really like the wooden texture to it, and it was really, really nice. Also, I recommend, with these little screws right here, putting some washers underneath of them, because I noticed it may rock back and forth, and you don't really want that, especially once you attach your monitor to it. So if you put the washers in between there, it gives it some friction. It comes with an Allen key to tighten it, which, I mean, come on now. That's perfect. And then it attaches right to the left side through magnets, and magnets are my best friend. Make sure it's really tight on there. And then we're going to attach the side handle. Now this wooden grip, also very, very convenient because it has an Allen key inside of it too, which I think is crucial. It allows for usage to be very easy and accessible whenever you're building your camera rig out. Screw this on there real quick. Now I am right-handed, so I like putting the wooden grip on the left side so I can still use the right side of the camera and have the ergonomics feel correct in my hand. And here we are with the Allen key. Tighten those down, boom, boom. Next up, Manfrotto plate. I recommend using 2 of the screws for the bottom of it instead of 1. Whenever you have 2 points of contact, it doesn't allow it to swivel back and forth, which that got so annoying with me after such a long time. You don't want to put this on and realize, oh, your quick release plate doesn't fit on there. And that's just a bummer, then you have to take it all apart again. And you don't want to have to do that. So make sure you're doing the right thing the first time. And then later in life, you don't have to worry about it. Now, people make mistakes, yes, but that's just part of life. That is just part of life. The best part about it is whenever you learn from your mistakes. You learn, oh, I messed up this. Oh, it doesn't fit on my camera. Oh, I messed up this relationship or something. But guess what? Things go on, you learn, you live, and you fix it. I learned that I put this plate on incorrectly one time, and now I'm fixing it. Next up, I like to use this UMount from Small Rig with this quick release plate I also got from Amazon. And because it's heavy duty, and it's also very lightweight, and it just fits in on my camera rig so nicely. So I highly recommend this UMount in order to connect these 12-inch rods. We have this quick release plate and we have the Manfrotto plate underneath of there, and that just slides in there so nicely. Look at that. Next up, one of my favorite lenses I've ever used. It is the Sigma 18-35. I also have the Canon adapter RF to EF. That way it allows me to put it on this new camera body. And then we're going to attach audio. Now, I usually use my Rode mic, but right now I'm recording with it. So we're going to be using this shotgun mic. And also this piece from Small Rig, this is like an arm bracket. I like to connect it to the top of this handle over here. Tighten that down, and then we can screw on the shotgun mic. Now, shotgun mics are very convenient for lots of circumstances. If you are a documentary filmmaker and you want to be able to go on the run and still be able to get decent sound right in front of you, it's perfect. It also helps whenever you're linking up audio later in post as well. Next up is the battery source. Now you can use a V-mount battery, you can use the regular camera battery that comes in the camera, and I personally like using the Sony batteries because they're lighter, they're lightweight, and they're easier to charge. A V-mount battery is just too large on the back of my camera. So you have this adapter piece right here. I also got this from Amazon. Very, very convenient. You're able to just slide on and off these Sony batteries super easily. just like that. And then we can pull out our handy dandy key that came with our top handle and tighten it down to the cheese block. I appreciate you guys enjoying some time spending it with me. Hopefully you'd learn a thing or two. I love being able to educate people, especially about things that I care about and then things that you might care about as well. So if you like good vibes and you like camera stuff, you came to the right guy. Flip this camera upside down, and now we connect our final plate to the bottom of this rig. All the things I've bought are going to be in the description below, so please go check that out if you're interested in trying to build a camera rig like this yourself. We're going to be using this thread in order to put around the lens. Next up, focus wheel. Now you can use this for zoom, so this is going to go on the right side of the rig. Slides right in there. And I love this blue color. Now it's not the greatest focus wheel, but I'm a sucker for that blue color. And I saw that on Amazon and I was like, yeah, I need it. I want to buy it. I have to have it. Next up, and it allows to stabilize the lens so it doesn't droop over. And especially considering I have that adapter in between. This adapter sometimes will get loose and it'll mess with things. So if you have some point of contact underneath the lens, it brings up more support. Next up, we have this little joint. I'm not too sure what to call it, but it is from Small Rig. It's just a nice little adapting piece. You can put it on this hot shoe mount, bring out your handy dandy tool that came with the Gorilla Cage, tighten that mount down to the top of it, and now we get to bring out this monitor. This is a Feel World monitor. I'm pretty happy with it. It allows the screen to be bigger, inevitably, rather than just the LCD screen. And it can also be powered by the back Sony block. And when you connect these to the back of a monitor, it's just inconvenient. It's gonna be drooping over, you might hit something with it, and it's a little dangerous, and I don't like being dangerous with my equipment. I prefer my equipment to be safe and to be smart, and also the ergonomics to be correct. I want something to feel good in my hands. I don't want it to feel awkward. So we're gonna screw this monitor to the top here. So this is a USB-C to a USB-C. We're going to be plugging it into our power source in the back, wrap it around our battery, and then plug it into the bottom of the monitor. That is how we get our power. And next up, we get our HDMI, and we plug that in, and then we plug it into our camera. Next up, we're gonna be getting an ND filter, and that'll be the final piece to this puzzle. You can see why it's called a variable ND filter, considering when you twist it, you allow more light in and less light in. So we're gonna be putting that onto the front of the camera. Wasn't that satisfying to listen to? Love that. Fits in the hands quite nicely, because previously with the matte box I had on it, it just was not evenly weight distributed, and I want this to be as balanced as much as possible. And here we are with my final camera rig. I just love nerding out about this stuff. I love being able to educate you too. If you enjoyed, or if you learned a thing or two, please comment below, let me know. It is my pride and joy. I love filmmaking, I love making short films, and I appreciate you guys for watching today.